Hello. Today I will be displaying some of the new features and functions that we've added to the newest prototype iteration of the Strike and Dip tool version 2.3.06. Primarily today I will be covering the level select functionality, the database functionality, and the hand sample functionality. To start out, I'll show you the level select, which we can access by going to the main menu down here, and then clicking on the level select menu button here. On the level select screen, as you can see, we have a small picture of each one of the levels that is currently within the build. You can hover over any of these pictures and it will open up an information window at the bottom of the screen, telling you the title of that scene, as well as a little bit of information about that scene. Once you have found a scene that you would like to load, simply click on that image and you'll be loaded into that level. Next, I will show you the database function. The database as well can be accessed from the main menu, and then select the database menu button here, which will open the database menu. In this menu, you can search through all of the models and assets that are currently in the project. Everything from our large-scale 3D models of landscapes, the mid-size 3D models of outcrops, the small single-size 3D models of hand samples, or the pictures, which are large sort of billboard images that can also be used to exhibit different things. In order to decide what to search within the database, we have a couple fields here you can select from. The entry type is the breakdown of the generic overall style of the resource. So we have models, which are all 3D models, the landscapes, the outcrops, and the hand samples. We have landscapes, which are the very large-scale 3D models that cover an entire area of geology rather than simply a unique outcrop. We have outcrops here, which are just a specific rock formation or geologic structure. We have hand samples, which are small individual rocks that also are 3D models. And once again, photos, which are the large billboard images. For now, I will select models. Then we have rock type, which is smaller search categories, depending on the type or style of the database entry. These are just some placeholders for now until I can get some feedback from some actual geologists, since I myself am just a developer, not a geologist. I'm definitely looking for more categories, classifications, or groupings that are commonly used for geologic research, but these seemed like some pretty common ones, so I went ahead and tossed these in for now. I'm going to go ahead and click all for now, though. Once you have your selections made, you can go ahead and click the Search Database button here, which will pull up all of the resources in the project that match those search categories. As you can see, the search has pulled up more than just the 12 objects displayed here. To access the next selections, you can go ahead and scroll through the pages using the arrows here and here. These objects should be sorted alphabetically and as well by category. So if we go to the front, we'll see the landscapes first, followed by the outcrops, and then followed by the hand samples. For now, I will start out showing you the next step of how to actually generate one of these within the level by searching for outcrops. Once you find one that you think is the one you'd like to use, if you click on it, it'll bring up a little bit of information about it down here. The name, the entry type, any of the classifications it falls into, as well as a little bit of information about it. If that's the one that you would like to actually generate, you select the Spawn Selected Entry button here, and you can tell that it has generated it by the button remaining green. As you can see, that has spawned the outcrop I selected in this circle here, the database outcrop exhibit area. Next, I will show you this smaller one, the hand sample selection display area. We'll go ahead and select a hand sample, search, pick one we like, and spawn the entry. As you can see, this will generate the hand sample right above the hand sample display area. This will also open up a text box over on the right here, displaying any information about that hand sample, as well as a hand sample control panel, as you can see over here on the left in the middle. This control panel will display the name of the hand sample, as well as a couple buttons that let you manipulate it. Go ahead and move over to the hand sample tour stop. And these buttons let you manipulate the hand sample by spinning it around its y-axis, rolling it around its x-axis, or scaling it up and down to make it larger or smaller so that it's easier to see. You can also reset it by clicking the reset button here, or once you're done with it, you can click the close sample button. If you'd like to review the sample selected without having to go into the database menu, you can click the hand sample button node here, which will reopen the hand sample, the text box, and the control panel. Many of these outcroppings will come with some preset other objects with them, such as information panels. Like this info button brings up information about this particular outcrop. Some of the outcrops will come with matching hand samples. This one's just an example. I don't know specifically that this basalt matches the layered basalt outcrop. Once again, I'm not a geologist, but seemed to go at least mildly well for an example, so here we go. A lot of the outcrops also will come with some filler rocks around them, as a lot of the outcrop models are not complete models, they're just 3D sections of an outcrop. So we put some filler rocks around them to give them a little bit of more natural context feel. However, if you find that you dislike having the filler rocks and would just like to have the outcrop model itself, there's a spot in the options menu that will allow you to toggle these. To get there, we go to the main menu, go to the options menu here, and on the bottom in the filler rocks section, you'll see these two buttons which let you toggle those filler rocks on and off. As you can see, it looks a little bit more bare, but it might be a little bit easier or less confusing to take measurements or know exactly what you're looking at without those filler rocks. Once again, if you decide that you like how they look there instead, you can click the filler rock on button and they'll come right back. At the moment, that's all the new functions and features for this particular prototype demo. I hope you enjoyed, and I'm sure that we'll have more updates and new features very soon.